90.9 KTSU 90.9.
All right, backstage, Urban Culture Music Fest. It is the Vibe, Houston, and the Choice 90.9 KTSU, your community station. My name is Marcus Sullivan.
And I am Donna Franklin from KTSU, and we are sitting here with a phenomenon.
Yes, indeed.
Phenomenon.
Yes, indeed.
You know what? I've been watching you since you came out, because I'm a lot older than you.
Look good.
You know, he said he turned 21, though.
Wait a minute, y'all ain't hear that.
He did just say he turned 21.
He said,
And
he said
the
you look
voice.
good.
And the voice. Woo.
Don't start, Dougie. Don't start. Because I'm not going to be able to contain myself for real. Let me stop. But you know what? I've been watching you since you started. And let me say this. Every time I watch you, I feel the love coming out of your performance each and every time.
I appreciate that. It's definitely sincere. I don't take nothing for granted, you know. And when you've been doing it, it's a funny thing. When you do what you love, and you love what you do, and you're doing it for people that you love.
Yeah.
All of it connects, you know. And I always tell people that love is a demonstrative word that's proven through an action. You don't just say it, you demonstrate it. So my goal every time that I'm doing whatever I'm doing is to demonstrate it as if like we may not get this time again.
Yeah.
Because you know, sometimes if you think about it, there's people
Absolutely.
that we done had a good time with today that may not be here tomorrow. So at least if they did come here, they leave with the best time that they could have ever had at that particular time. Because all you really got is now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Let me ask you this. You talked about 50 years of hip-hop, man, and you've been doing it since you were 13.
13.
Man, take us back then. Could you see it elevating to where it is now and you going down as legendary and
You asking
iconic
them
stack?
crazy
Yeah.
questions.
Back
That's a
then,
good question.
could you see 50 years of this?
You know what? You never really see nothing when you're in it. You're not looking at it because you're living it. So you don't even think about time going by. When I hear the number 50 years of hip hop, it's even shocking to me because I don't even feel the time.
Yeah.
You know, I look at y'all with the suits on. I'm thinking about my boy Run or Jay
Yes.
or, you know, I'm thinking about all of the times we were on the road. So you don't really think about it. But I know this. I know that it's a blessing for it to be here now and for us to be able to utilize it for positive, for economic change, for, you know, health change, hip hop is the biggest form of music in the world. And it started under the worst conditions.
Absolutely.
So it makes me always say that sometimes the worst conditions can create some of the greatest things ever. You know, so I'm just thankful that I'm still here to represent it. And I'm glad that I'm still in a condition to represent it. We don't have some of our friends here anymore. Biz Markie, I always think about him.
Yeah.
You know, because he's very close to us as a crew. Yes. You know, I think about Prince Markie D. I think about all of the other artists, the younger artists, you know what I mean, that passed. So when I'm looking at it, I say, you know, how can we figure out a way to make us wiser, to be more health conscious, to not get into the drugs, the alcohol, and not, you know, like that's why I said at the end of the show, like, you can't forget how blessed you are. It's the truth.
I love how you did that. And I love how you acknowledge those who are 50 plus. Because
Absolutely.
the 50 plusers, baby, we got so much love for you. We can't stand ourselves no more. But I'm looking at you, Dougie, and I'm just getting ready to tell y'all, because I'm up close and personal.
Yeah.
This man's skin
He looked 21.
is
I feel it.
absolutely incredible. Your
I
skin,
appreciate it.
Dougie, you don't even have any wrinkles. I got some, but you can't really see.
I can't tell nothing, but I don't know what you mean.
But your skin
No, I
is
appreciate
absolutely gorgeous.
I appreciate it. I do my best with taking care of myself. I always tell people health is wealth and you get wealth from your health. Back in '85, I used to walk around with Deer Park water. And I used to tell a lot of my friends who was on tour with us, I say, you know, water's the recipe to life.
Yeah.
And I used to tell them that, and they'd be laughing at me.
Talk about
and they had OE, they had 40s, you
Yeah.
remember the 40s?
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, look at them, And then later on, when we would leave, they would call me, yo, so you really think I should start drinking more water now? I'd be like, yes. You know, I remember Heavy D, God bless him, when he started to become an executive at MCA, he said, Doug, I want you to come to my office. I came to his office. He said, you see over there? And he had a water fountain.
Yeah.
He said, I put that in there because of you.
Wow.
And we was, you know, but that's the kind of brotherhood and love that we got and we always had in this game. And I think a lot of the younger brothers and sisters have it now, but I think that it's so much drugs and it's so much sensationalism in a way where we're just like getting caught up in materialism.
Man.
And that we forgetting, like even in the show tonight, I say, how many of y'all still remember how to have fun?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
man.
that one little word, fun.
Clean
People
fun.
forgot
about it. Yep.
how to have fun.
Right.
So, you know, hopefully when I'm doing shows with a lot of the younger brothers, because I do shows with all different age demographics. I do them just everything. And when I'm doing them, I'm hoping that a lot of the times when we finish, they take away something from me or I'm able to grab something from them. Because that's what it's all about.
I got to ask you this, and I'm sure everybody watching that's seen that last, I was trying to count, I ran out of breath trying to count the beatbox session.
Yeah.
Do you rehearse that, or is that from the heart, or is that, I'm going to hit how do we do this?
Nah.
Because I'm about to try to go home and do this.
No, don't do that. No.
I got to ask my brother, I got to ask.
Right. No, I actually, it's a technique called circular breathing. And when I was younger, I the way the beatbox started was I used to play the trumpet in my elementary school. And my elementary teacher made me play the trumpet. So what happened is that they cut the music programs in school. So I gave him back I gave the trumpet. They fired him. And you know, back then when we was growing up, the music programs was cut.
Yeah.
Long story short, I used to walk home doing the same exercises. And that's how I created the beatbox.
Wow.
And then when I created the beatbox, I learned this technique called circular breathing. So, but circular breathing, you can't do it unless you are physically in shape. Like you could pass out. You know what I mean? It's a way that you're circulating the breathing. So when I'm doing it, you know, it's kind of spiritual. You don't even think about it. You know, you're trapped in sound. Like me and Stevie Wonder are very close friends, and we both talk about how he see music and how I see it. When I'm looking at music, I see colors. Like I don't see, you know, you see colors, and colors represent different things.
Wow.
So when I'm doing the beatbox, there's colors that I can see. You know what I mean? I know it sounds a little crazy.
No,
I don't want
it
to
doesn't.
sound
No, sounds like art to me.
because It is. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So what's next for Dougie Fresh?
Well, right now I'm doing a TV show called Collab, and it's on TV One, and it's a show that I'm very happy to do because you're taking a new artist and you're taking a seasoned artist and you're bringing them together and you put them in the studio. So the seasoned artist gets with the new artist, and the new artist is giving the seasoned artist ideas, and the seasoned artist is giving the new artist idea. So I'm hosting this show. It's with a producer named Dwayne The Rock. We gave this show, we tried to get the show done 7 years ago. And this year, TV One picked it up out of nowhere. I got the call. So I just got finished flying from LA to come here to do this show. But the show is so important to me because you're gonna see this world and this world come together to create a new world.
Wow.
Because the new artists can't get what the older artists know.
Yeah.
Right.
And the older artists think this is it, and it's not.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yes. Wow.
So now when you bring them together, like I got Shantae Moore in there, and she's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And she's doing something with a new artist, Selena Johnson. I got Big Daddy Kane on there.
Oh, wow.
I got Yo-Yo, Trina.
Oh, you got the legend.
Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, it's a serious situation.
Yeah.
When does this start?
It's supposed to start probably early, either in the fall or next year, because they're editing it. We just did 10 episodes.
We're looking forward to it.
And this show, I'm telling you, is going to be the catalyst to change the direction of what I think. I think the music industry, in regards to the new sound or the new artists, I think they're doing great in regards to what they do, but they need something new to encourage them to be even more creative, you know. And I think that the seasoned artists need, like, look at the brother October on here, like. I mean, that's a reincarnation of
right.
Marvin Gaye.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even how he came out on stage
Oh, he
dressed
came
with a suit on, baby. It was sharp.
See
but
what I
that's
mean?
how Marvin used to come out.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we need, because we got too strong of a history
Right.
and too much we've done to
To
not use it. And y'all
I
are
like the
sitting
idea.
here doing this,
I love the idea.
and you're not putting this with that.
Yes.
And watch what happens.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, watch.
I love it. We got a small live studio audience. Give it up for the one and only Dougie Fresh.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, thank y'all for having
No,
me.
Dougie, thank you, and continue success.
I appreciate
Because
it.
everything you touch is golden.
Creator
life.
got me.
Yes,
Creator
I
got
already
me.
know.
Since I was 13, the last thing I'll say is that I never had a job. Like, I never worked for nobody, right? I mean, and it's an interesting thing, because since that age, I was always doing this. So I tell people I got one boss.
Yeah.
And I've been working for that one
I
boss.
already know.
And I have never been fired. So I'm going to continue to do the work.
Because he got you. And you got to help. I
Bless.
I'm just doing the work.
Woo!
Backstage.
Dougie Fresh, y'all. Yes.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Urban Culture Music Fest with the Vibe Houston and
The Choice, 90.9 KTSU.